and works to overturn
sharing of bias.
laws in the court.
What exactly caused this?
To follow the CDC guidelines.
Designed to initially home in on radiation emitted from a target, such as the act
I don't think so. But January, all she does is January. She's like,
Jesus will meet us right where we are.
With another St. Patrick's Day in the rearview mirror, we are presented with yet another controversy involving the Catholic Church, specifically the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops and its possible role in facilitating human trafficking. The DOJ is said to be in talks about investigating, or is investigating this matter according to recent reports. Interestingly, the DOJ works alongside the Catholic Church, enforcing federal laws like the Trafficking Victims Protection Act, and collaborates with them through victim support programs, awareness campaigns, policy advocacy, and urges the Church to take legal action where necessary.
I'll say it's an extremely extensive vetting effort. Humanitarian assistance is very different than assistance here in the United States and partnerships that need to be formed in order to do one's work. First of all, most of our partners are church partners. But in order to do humanitarian work, it's necessary to work with other major international organizations. Sadly, most of those organizations do not hold or carry out the teachings of the church as we understand them.
And while the oldest church has stood firm against issues like trafficking, which is a grave violation of human rights, the first steps include an open dialogue. Next is formal admonition, which urges a person or entity to recant their stance or stances. And according to the Code of Canon Law, people can be denied the sacraments and even be excommunicated. If that doesn't work to fix modern heresy rampant among the church, ecumenical councils can be called. However, the first and only Catholic to become president since John F. Kennedy, Joe Biden allowed millions of illegals to flood the country, and his stance on abortion alerted the church to a debate between personal faith and public policy at large. In the very least, Joe Biden should have been denied Holy Communion and been excommunicated for his stance and role on these two issues, trafficking and abortion.
The more than 50 million Catholics back at home are seeing something play out that has never happened before. This split in the conservative wing of the Catholic Church moving to deny someone like you, a Catholic president, the sacrament of communion.
But the church cardinal in Washington allowed it to continue under the guidelines of individual priests and bishops. So it seems now that the issue that President Trump is trying to clean up at the moment has nothing to do with the teaching of the church itself, but rather a lack of enforcement of already established church practice. In most cases, these guidelines date back centuries, and just like everything else Joe Biden and his administration did, took advantage of what became a weakened church under the influence of individuals, under the influence of the mockingbird media. Maybe it's time to appeal to St. Patrick, the patron of missionaries around the world, and evangelize the truth that many Catholics already know, as a form of intercession on behalf of this horrible atrocity. Maybe it's time for the Church to banish the snakes from our land, just as St. Patrick did in Ireland. This is James Anthony, reporting.
Jesus will meet us right where we are.
Thanks for watching this report. Head on over to jamesanthonyreport.com, click the live link in the description, or scan the QR code on your screen right now to support our sponsors.